Hello guys, welcome back to the Youth Project DevTalks. This is Gaurav. This is Learn While Doing series where we'll be learning Git and GitHub while creating a practical solution that is our very own open source project. In the previous video, we got an introduction to what is Git and how it can help people to collaborate and also navigate between different versions of the source code. And now in this video, we'll go into the practical details on how you can install Git and create your first Git repository, commit a few changes, check history, and check out specific version of your softwares. So first, let's talk about how we can install Git. Installing Git is a rather simple process. You need to go to git-scm.com. This is the official website of the Git software. After going over here on this site, you will see the most feasible download option for your operating system and device. Once downloaded, just follow the on-screen instructions till the setup is finished. In case you need more guidance on how to install Git, you can go ahead and check out our previous video or suggested to you at the top to check how you can install Git on your system. Once it is installed, to check if Git is installed properly, you can open your terminal window, no matter where it is located at the moment, and just type down Git. If you are seeing an output which is similar to this, then your Git has been properly configured and installed. If not, then your installation has some issues. Once installed, the first thing that you need to do is you need to configure the Git with your name and your email address. So for doing that, let's use git config global user.name, your name, and let's configure our email address. This is how Git will automatically write down your name and your email address as the author of the commit. The next thing that we will see is how we can initialize a new Git repository. So let's go to a blank window where we'll be creating our application, and I'll be creating a new folder. The open source project we will be creating right now in this series is going to be a very simple scientific calculator so that we can focus on learning Git rather than going into complex programming. Next, I will open this folder in my favorite text editor. You can use any editor or any IDE, even Notepad would work. It's totally about your comfort. Let's create our first file. I'll be creating index.html. That is going to be my home page, and I'll write down some few stuff here. Let's save it. Let's see how it looks on a browser. There you go. Now this is a very simple home page for our application. The next thing we need to do is we need to ask Git to start tracking files inside this folder. For doing that, go inside the folder. So I'll go inside scientific calculator and I will write git init. Git init, that is short for initialization. Once I have initialized a Git repository over here, when you will go to the folder and you will see the hidden files, you will notice that there is a .git folder which has been created. We won't go into detail of that, but that is how the Git software, all the files which are part of this folder. So when I will write down git status, the git status command tells me that which are the files which are newly created or which have been modified since the last commit. So you can see that I am seeing index.html as an option over here. This is because the index.html has not been committed before. I will write down git add index.html. This command tells Git, or we are requesting Git by using this command to track index.html file for us. Now when I again put down git status command, my index.html file is shown in green. That means it is being staged. That means it is ready for a commit. If I do any other changes to this file, let's say I'll add one more line to this sample. Let's save it and do the git status again. Then you will notice that although it was ready to commit the changes, but after the changes are ready to be committed, a new change has occurred. For now, I'll just undo that change and save it and see git status again. There you go. Now to complete my commit, the next thing I will need to do is use the git commit command. That is git commit -m, and inside these quotes I will write down a small summary what changes I did during the commit. Added a index.html file. Now these small summarized text are going to help you in identifying what are the different changes when you will be seeing the whole history afterwards. And there you go. You will see a success message over here. It is going to tell you that a file has been changed and there were a few insertions and other details. The next thing we will do is we'll try to add some more things here. So let's add 4 links at this position. When again, if I go to my terminal and I write down git status, you will see that now as the git is tracking index.html file, it knows that this file has been modified from the previous commit. Again, I will follow the same thing, that is git add, and I'll write down the name of the file. Or I can also do one more thing, is rather than writing the name of the file, I can use git add space dot. When I use git add space dot, it means I want every single file which has been changed from the previous commit to be added to this commit. Now let's go and do git status again. And there you go. So I'm ready to commit again. I will write down a small summary about what changes I did. So that is going to be git commit -m added basic operations in calculator. That's it. There you go. My files have been committed again. So we have successfully initialized a Git repository. The second thing we did is we have successfully used git commit to create a few commits. The next thing we will see is how we can check out the different files that we have committed. For that, we will again go to our terminal and we'll use git log command. When you use git log command, you will see that there are 2 different commits which are being shown here. The first commit I did at this time, and this was the summary that we wrote. Then the next commit that we did is around 2 minutes afterwards, and this is the thing that I have done. And last and final thing that we will do is we'll use git checkout to go to a previous version. So for example, we have 2 versions of our software right now. The first one is when we added the index.html file with a single text, and in the second commit we added a few operations to it. So if I go and write down git checkout, and you will realize that every single commit is identified by a very long alphanumeric string, and if I just copy the string here, copy it down and paste, and there you go. Now again, if I go to my editor, you will notice that the changes that we did have been removed. Now again, if I want to move back to our latest commit, I'll go here, I'll just copy it down, I'll write git checkout and paste it here, and you will see here that we are again seeing all the 4 lines that we wrote afterwards. So this is how you can navigate between different versions. Now in the next video, we will going to see how we can undo changes. For example, we are working on a software and we are having a tree like this, where we have started with our first commit, that is A, then B, then C, and like that we did a subsequent commits, and we realized that the commit G is now facing some issue and we need to move back to commit D. So in this case we have 2 solutions, right? That is git revert and git reset. So we will be seeing how we can use git revert and git reset in our next video. So I hope you like this video, and we'll be seeing you again in the next one. Please like, subscribe, comment and share. Thank you.